But the one I most vividly remember meeting, like, constantly was Justin Bieber. He was always in the shop. Same way as everything else. We made a car and he was like, hey, I kind of like your son's music. Maybe we could do a thing, and they just kind of worked it out. And I was like, and he came to me, he was like, hey, you know Jake? And I was like, yeah, he's pretty chill. So I ended up vlogging with him. I didn't really expect to make a song with someone like him, but he definitely made that song sound way better than if it was just me. But yeah, Poe's voice is super unique, but yeah, it was definitely super cool working with him, and I hope eventually I can do another thing with him.
Hi, this is Lauren Engel of Slidewalk Talks. Today I'm here with Dynamite Dylan.
Hi, I make music and things.
So you were born in LA, right? Or?
I was born, I believe, in Corona, but
okay.
Yeah, I was born here in the US of A.
And were your parents originally from
LA
as well? Where were they originally from?
They're from, I think my mom was born in Hawaii, but is Canadian. And then I think my dad is, I think he was born here. Yeah, I think he was, because he started his shop here in America. But I think he's where I get my German, and my mom's where I get my Canadian? I don't know. I don't know my race that much.
And was it, wait, what was it from your onset that your dad was already super into cars, or how was it?
He was always into cars. He had, you know, all of his shops from out in the old hoods to here in Burbank, the most bougiest places. So started from the bottom, now we're here.
And what does your mom do?
She does lots of things. She makes little, like, she makes sculptures. She's very good at painting. She's a really artistic person. Kind of strange sometimes too. We have a baby rattlesnake in our fridge.
In your fridge?
Yeah, in the fridge.
Is that better for it?
No, it was the only way we could kill it without it being in pain. Yeah,
oh my gosh.
I think it was in like our garden, or not our garden, like our little kind of flower area, and she didn't want to like kill it any other way, so we just kind of froze it.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't really know the whole mindset. Don't quote me on that, but don't worry, it went to sleep and then it died, so no pain.
How old were you when your dad started the West Coast?
He had it started before I was born. I don't even know when he started it. A while ago though. I'm pretty sure he started it when he was like 20. I would think. I don't know. When he was young, he started off with like a loan, I think of $1 million. I'm not too sure, but go watch the show. Some of the older episodes, the whole intro kind of went over the opening of it all and how much.
As show as in the Pimp My Ride, or?
Yeah, that and West Coast. Some of the earlier seasons had an intro that went over the his origin story, kind of. But yeah, he started when he was young. And
were they filming those shows when you were born already?
Yeah, they were filming.
Were you in some of the episodes? Or?
Yes, I was in a few. I'm still in a few. I think the last one I was in was in Logan Paul's bus episode. I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, he made me a go-kart because I used to race as a child. So I'm
like competitively? Not
really, just kind of race to race. I like going fast. It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been into cars too, just not as much as him. I can't like tell you how to build one, but I kind of understand how they work a little bit.
Yeah, it's really cool. Was it from you were really young that lots of well-known people, you started meeting them in the store, or how was it? Like Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah, I think the first one I met, I have no clue, but the one I most vividly remember meeting, like, constantly was Justin Bieber. He was always in the shop. He had us make that bike for him, he had us made that Escalade, and then a smaller Escalade, not an Escalade, I forget what the brand is called. No, I don't know, but he had us make a ton of stuff for him, so I always saw him a lot. Did
it click to you that you were meeting like all these well-known people that people wish that they could meet, or was it just kind of like something that became your routine daily life?
Yeah, over time it became daily, but I still appreciate it because I know that I'm extremely lucky to meet these people, and yeah, it's now more of a daily thing, but I still appreciate it as much as I did when I first started meeting famous people.
Do you think you got your interest in tech from your dad?
Yeah, definitely from my dad. I've always had an interest in just, when I was young, I always had an interest in space. Space was always cool. I love space.
What about it?
just everything, just how it works, how everything is in space. Just a overall pretty nifty thing to look into. You should read about it. It's pretty cool. But I think I got my interest in tech definitely from my dad, and maybe a bit from my mom. I'm not too sure.
What drew you to tech initially?
No, I mean, I'm not like super into it. Like, I don't know how to code. That'd be cool, but I don't know how.
You're more on the product side though,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
I definitely like looking at the newest tech coming out. Like, I'm always on the latest iPhone, which granted those aren't really anything new now. I'm always on top of most things, so I always kind of know what's happening in the tech industry.
And what were you like singing in the house that got the attention of your dad? Do you remember?
I think like Minecraft parodies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The OG big thing back then was Minecraft parodies. That and like the occasional, just something on the radio, I think.
What were your parents playing in the house when you were growing up?
What were they doing in the house?
What music were they playing?
Oh, just like hip-hop normally. My dad really likes rap, and my mom, she really likes Bob Marley. They went to I forget where he's from. Where's he from again? I forget where, but they went to like where he recorded it and everything, and it was like recently, so that was cool. I didn't go, but that was like kind of their vacation for a bit. That was cool. But yeah, she really likes Bob Marley. He really likes rap. But he can look at Bob Marley and like appreciate the effort and stuff that goes into it. Like when he went there, he was able to look at it all and kind of appreciate it as much as she did. So yeah, he's very open-minded when it comes to music.
And were you surprised that you did like singing lessons to your aunt, right?
Yeah.
Aunt Kelly, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do them with her, but I did them with her vocal coach.
Oh, okay.
Evelyn. She was nice. I really like her. I haven't talked to her in a while, but she was. I think she's around here. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I used to do vocal lessons with her.
Yeah, and Evelyn, was it Jennifer Lopez that she?
I don't know. She helped with a lot of really good singers, but I can't remember one at the moment. But yeah, she helped my aunt Kelly, who also is a good singer and makes songs. I don't know if she has any out, but she has a lot in the works. So be on the lookout for those. She makes very like 1980s jazz music kind of stuff. It's pretty dope.
Were you surprised that your dad wanted you to take sing lessons, or were you like, oh well, actually I know I've been wanting to sing for a while, or how was it?
I didn't really know that he wanted me to make songs. It was more just like he said, hey, you kind of have a pretty good ear for things. We should see if we can improve on that and see where that goes. And I was like, okay, if you want. I don't really know. Sure. So it was more just like he said it, and I just was kind of like, well, I mean, if it's no big deal, I mean, yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
What's there to lose?
Yeah, exactly. And you were 9 when you first started YouTube, or how old were you?
Probably 9.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot. I know I started making kind of music at like 8, but I started posting things at like 9, I'm pretty sure.
It was initially like toys.
Yeah, toy reviews.
Yeah.
I want to do like tech review stuff, but that never really
What kind of toys were you reviewing?
Just, I'm pretty sure just whatever interests me at the time. I think some of my later stuff was Five Nights at Freddy's. Some of my earlier stuff was just like Lego sets. What YouTube used to be. Now I mean, there's still review channels, but they're doing like slime unboxings.
Oh yeah, true.
Weird things. YouTube's a strange place now. I remember cat videos. Those were the days.
Yeah. So how did it click to you to start YouTube?
My dad always just kind of like was, I'm not too sure, I don't really know if it was my idea or if it was his, but I always liked talking about I always like was very vocal about my opinion on things, I guess, and then that just kind of came along. But I think I saw that other people were doing it, and I kind of wanted to do it myself. So we ended up doing that, and I was just kind of like naturally good at reviewing things, so I think that's how it happened. I don't know. Lots of shady things. Not shady, just like I can't really recall it that well.
I was gonna say that it's interesting that you started YouTube at such a young age, because I feel like parents don't want their kids like on YouTube.
Well, I mean,
but I guess because your dad was always like on TV, so it's like natural to your family kind of.
I always kind of saw that he was doing it, and I was like, well, this is normal. I'm used to looking at the camera and talking to it, like right now. But yeah, it's just kind of natural, because I've always seen him doing it, so I always just kind of thought, well, this is normal. This isn't like anything that big of a deal, right? And then, you know, over time I was like, oh wow, there's some pretty big, important things I'm doing. But back then the internet was a lot different. I feel like it was a lot safer to go on there than it is now. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely was more used to talking to a camera than most.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Was your dad afraid at all of you getting some like negative comments early on? Because at like 9 you couldn't really like, or maybe you already knew how to deal with it. Yeah.
I was just always told to kind of look away from them. They didn't, but when I did, they kind of affected me, not that much though. It was just, always knew that they were just, you know, they were haters. You just
your dad taught you how,
just gotta dab on the haters.
So your dad taught you how to handle it at a young age, so it was nothing.
And then over time I got to where I am now, and now I just self-deprecate so much that every insult that is thrown at me I've already said to myself.
And for like your dad's business, like with social media, is that something that he figured out himself, or did you help him with that? How long ago was it when he started like his own companies, like Instagram?
Oh, like his own pages on Instagram?
Yeah.
I think he's always had an Instagram. I'm not too sure, but he definitely doesn't use his Instagram a lot or any social media. Normally everything that's posted on like West Coast Customs is done by like a team behind the scenes. But he definitely does have some sort of talking what they post and what's in the like title and everything. But I don't think he uses social media that much.
So did he? I was thinking like, was he teaching you social media? Were you teaching him, or was it just?
It was kind of like a back and forth.
Yeah.
But I guess I sometimes tell him things, sometimes he tells me things. For the most part, though, I taught him a little bit about social media, but he never used it, so. Like yes and no, both, all of the above.
Was it? How was it? Like the people in your school, like reaction to your YouTube channel? Did they start to treat you differently, or?
No, because I was small. It was a small thing, so no one really knew who I was. Over time, they kind of recognized me, but for the most part, I never like went around flaunting that I had a YouTube channel. I always just tried to talk to people from the same perspective that I would if I didn't have one. So I never really tried to put myself above people because of it. Granted, it wasn't that complex of a mindset back then. I just didn't flaunt it. But I never really tried to be above anyone. Like, I'm human too. I sit back on the couch some days and do nothing. That's actually a majority of everything.
And was will.i.am someone that just came to your house or your dad's office often, or how did you meet him? Oh, we made a lot of cars for him. We made, matter of fact, I'm pretty sure like most of the display cars in the Burbank shop are all his. Like the DeLorean, or the DeLorean that's there, like the red Chevrolet, I think? I don't know. But a majority of those cars on display in Burbank are his. But yeah.
So yeah, we definitely did a lot for him.
But he encouraged you to do music, right?
Yeah, he was one of the major pushing forces in it, 100%. He was always kind of there. He's still there. He's just, you know, doing his own thing still. But yeah, we filmed a lot of stuff in his studio, which is an amazing studio. I love it so much. It's so clean. He has toilets that... He has super, like, he was like one of the first people I knew that had those super high-tech toilets. Which back then were like, if you had those, like, you were basically a millionaire.
Yeah, so, or Japanese.
Like, he had like a whole room, like, with automatic doors. It was weird. Like, that whole place back then was like crazy.
Whoa.
Now those toilets are kind of, they're more widespread, but those ones that he had there are still pretty intense.
Were you showing him your music, or?
My dad was showing him my music. I was just kind of vibing with him and connecting with his thoughts, I guess. But yeah, for the most part, he was the one who was getting him to help out with music, and then I was just kind of doing my own thing. I never really did any deals. I'm not that, I mean, I'm charismatic, I guess, but I'm not that great with words.
How did you meet, like, producers, or how, outside of, like, the singing lessons, how did you actually step foot?
Mostly same reason as well. We just made a car for them, and he was like, hey, my son does music, you should come stop by and listen to it. And he was like, yeah, man. Like, that's how Post came along.
How about like the producers who like make the...
Oh, like Gemini and Russell. I think over time they were connected to the celebrities that we knew, so we ended up just meeting them. And God bless all my producers, Gemini, Mitchell, Sanjoy. Kid, Russell, all of them. If I forgot one of you, I'm sorry. I love you guys though. You guys are great. You guys help with everything. Shout out to Aaron Bear, Play Cub on Instagram. He's my editor. He's cool too. But
was it easy transitioning from doing the vocal lessons to learning how to work in a studio with these producers?
Yeah, it was semi-easy, mostly because and Poo Bear. How could I forget?
Yeah, how did so you also met Poo Bear like the same way, right?
Yeah, because he was Justin Bieber's writer and producer for a while. I'm pretty sure he still is.
Yeah. But
yeah, I worked with Poo Bear first, and he made everything super easy. He was super good with making everything super understandable and everything. So. Yeah, Poo Bear's great. I love Poo Bear. Yeah. I wish we could work with him more, but he's been really busy, I'm pretty sure. He's been just traveling, I think.
Yeah. And were you also writing were there writers helping you with the lyrics and everything, or how was it?
I never really wrote anything. I mean, now I have some sort of, I talk in it a lot more, but back then I just kind of let them write for me. But because, I mean, I didn't know anything about writing, so I wasn't going to say anything about it. But now I know what I kind of want to do in music. So I do talk to like Mitchell and everything a lot more when it comes to lyrics now, to make it something I enjoy.
And for video games, was that something that you were in the studio like working with everyone with the lyrics, or how did you come up with the idea of the video games?
I've always just wanted to make like chill music. I never really wanted to make like super deep and meaningful stuff. I always just wanted to make something that you could just vibe and listen to while doing nothing, or just walking around, or just like doing homework. But yeah, that I was definitely in the studio helping, and back then the lyrics sounded great to me. And I mean, they're not amazing now, but I mean back then they definitely were like one of some of like the people I worked with. I forget their names. I mean, I'm sorry if they're watching this, but I'm not great with names. But I definitely worked with the lyrics on that song a lot more than any other. Definitely.
And how did you meet Jordan Jones? She's in the video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually also interviewed her.
Yeah, she's cool. I think I met her through a dance coach, not Swizz, who drove me here. God bless Swizz. An older one who I also can't remember the name of.
Oh, you're dancing also, or?
Yeah, I was just kind of dancing to dance, I guess. But I think I met her through dance coaches or maybe singing. I'm not too sure. I've known her for a bit though.
And for your song with Jake Paul, that was when he first started making. That was back in 2000. That was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah,
he was first starting to make
larger. Larger. But yeah, that was definitely when he was starting to peak on the internet 100%.
How did that song come about?
Same way as everything else. We made a car, and he was like, "Hey, I kind of like your son's music. Maybe we could do a thing," and they just kind of worked it out. And I was like, and he came to me. He was like, "Hey, you know Jake?" And I was like, "Yeah, he's pretty chill." So I ended up vlogging with him. I still do. I have my loft there, which I'm going to be spending the night at this weekend, which is going to be cool.
But so it's like at his house,
it's in his garage.
Oh.
We built a huge loft in his garage. It's dope.
Nice.
It's super nice. It's got love sacks, air conditioning.
For like music or just in general?
No, just for hanging. Just like got gaming rigs, or a gaming rig in there, TV, fridge. It's the spot, as the cool kids call it. It's pretty dope.
And can you describe the time that, because Post Malone came over, right?
Yeah.
Was it for dinner? Or?
Yeah, he always came over for dinner.
Yeah.
That was back when I think Stoney first came out, so he was busy, but he wasn't half as busy as he is now. But he came over all the time and ate with us, and texted us all the time, and it was like a weekly thing. He just stopped by sometimes. We gave him, my grandma's a cat breeder, so we gave him a cat. I think a black cat. That's cool. But yeah, he came over a lot and ate with us, and Post is such a chill person in real life. It just sucks that we can't talk to him that much anymore because of you know, his tours and everything. But
you clicked with him through gaming, right?
Yeah, we talked about Fallout a lot.
Yeah.
That was our main thing. And we texted about it a while ago. He doesn't respond to like anyone now. But yeah, we were both talking about 76, Fallout 76 and Red Dead. But yeah, we clicked with gaming the most.
Were you surprised to have the song out with him?
I didn't really expect to make a song with someone like him, but he definitely made that song sound way better than if it was just me. But yeah, Post's voice is super unique, but yeah, it was definitely super cool working with him, and I hope eventually I can do another thing with him.
Yeah. But it's interesting though, because for music you got initially inspired by Ed Sheeran, right? But your music sounds kind of different to that.
It definitely does now, yeah. But I did a cover of I See Fire, which is a great song. I love Ed still, but I have a lot more inspirations, I guess, but I don't know. I struggle a lot more with the question, who inspires you, because I always just kind of go back to the same two people, just Ed Sheeran and the Gorillaz. Ed Sheeran because of his amazing voice and just sheer talent, and the Gorillaz because of their variety in music, I guess.
How about, but for now, like, people, like for your songs that are coming out, like, who inspires you? Or the style?
The style of it, if I were to have to, probably like Sean Wasabi. Like, his music's just so carefree. I love Sean. He's such a great person. I had no idea you were. Who's also another producer for me. But
do you want to get more into like the EDM scene then, or?
Maybe not hard EDM, but definitely like what Sean does, because I love his music. And Marshmello we're working with to do some things.
Okay, so
I don't know if I can say that. There's a sneak peek. Doing some things with Marsh. I met him.
That totally makes sense, because he's like does the gaming now.
Yeah,
so I was just talking, thinking that that's such a good idea.
Shout out Sean too. He's also a producer.
Yeah.
But he's just a chill person overall. Such a happy man.
Yeah.
I went to his I think his first concert in like a little bar, which was
no
cool.
way.
I went there with Tristan. Shout out Tristan, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Tristan. This will probably go out like within a week from now, but just know I said happy birthday, man. At lowkey _ Tristan, you'll find us at.
Do you ever think that like music came so easily to you through your dad's connections, or how do you grapple with that sometimes?
It definitely was a lot easier to do everything because of his connections.
Yeah.
Without it, it would probably have taken way longer to get to where I am now. But yeah, his connections definitely helped, 100%.
And does he still manage you, your dad, or how is it?
Oh yeah, he definitely still does a lot of like our deals, but we have more people that go out and go to these kind of interviews, like Swizz is one of them, who replaced Caleb. Rest in peace, Caleb. He didn't die, he just left.
I was scared for a second.
But yeah, like Swizz drives me to places. Aaron sometimes will be in like meetings and everything, but yeah, my dad does still kind of do most things.
Is that difficult though, because you have like the relationship as dad and a manager? Is that like sometimes create difficulties?
No, we're never like at the dinner table arguing because of like certain business deals.
That's really
good. He knows what I like to do and what kind of people I want to work with and what I just like doing more than other things, like how I really enjoy streaming and everything. So he knows what I like, so normally it doesn't start anything.
When did it click to you to put Dynamite in your name?
Because I threw firecrackers at Jake when I was vlogging with him. I don't really know where the blue hair came from. I think it was just because I really wanted to be 2D for Halloween from Gorillaz, because God bless him. But
was blue always your favorite color?
Blue and black. That's like those are even though black isn't a color, it's like a like a mixture. But
right now.
Blue is definitely my favorite. Like all shades, baby blue, navy blue. Navy blue is kind of ugly. It's more like black. It's like a darkish blue. It's like jean black, like jean blue. I don't really like jean blue. I love baby blue. That's a nice blue. Looks nice on the like sky blue.
Oh yeah. Or were you conscious about that as branding, or
what, the blue hair?
Or just everything? Like, are you a branding focus, or do you actively think of your brand?
Sometimes. I mean, when it comes to merch designs, we incorporate the blue hair and everything every now and then, but for the most part we try to think of other designs, so if I ever lose the blue hair, which I don't think I will. I love having blue hair.
Yeah, it looks good
even
on
though
you.
It's a pain, because we have to bleach my extremely dark brown hair, which grows in really fast, and I have to like, there's just a whole process to it, but I don't think I'll ever get rid of blue hair. But yeah, we don't always try and reuse the same thing. So I definitely do help design some merch. Some others they come up with and I just really vibe with. But for the most part, I'll be called in, and me and Musa, God bless his soul, we'll design some things. We got some things in the work right now. like this stuff, go get this stuff. I don't know where, but it's up there somewhere. It's on the internet somewhere.
Do you still juggle everything with school, or how is it nowadays?
I don't really, honestly, I go to like this super tiny school that is a one-on-one thing, and I have like 1 class to 2 classes a day, and I'm there for like an hour. It's honestly like the easiest school in the world. But still, it does get a bit annoying, because, I don't know, I just get lazy and procrastinate, as most kids do. But yeah, for the most part, it just gets like annoying.
I guess you didn't really consider homeschool, right? Because your parents are too busy.
Yeah, we homeschooled a bit. We had Abby come to the shop, and we would just have classes at the shop. And she was cool. I really liked her. I think she is in another school now, but we always talked about Egyptian history. I love Egyptian history.
Oh, cool.
Some interesting stuff. Look into it. Some pretty dope stuff.
And is your dad more carefree about your academics? Like, is he pressuring you to go to college or?
No, because he didn't. I think he dropped out of high school.
Yeah.
And look where he is now. So, yeah, he doesn't really pressure me to do it. Although sometimes I feel like I should, but sometimes I don't really feel like I should. Because some of the things I'm learning now are just kind of like math. Like I could go on the whole rant about math, but math isn't really supposed to teach you about how to do this equation perfectly. It's more just to teach you like step-by-step thinking. But I already kind of know that, so it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, for the most part, he doesn't really care that much. If anything, he wants me to get out like extra fast so I can focus more on my job.
Oh wow. So
what I enjoy.
Where do you see like your career or like yourself in 10 years? Is it music? Is it like, I guess you're more of an entrepreneur at this point, like from your dad or?
Big words, scary. I don't know, in 10 years, probably music will still be like a side thing. I love doing music, but I don't want to make it my focus. But yeah, it'll probably be like a side thing, and I'll be doing YouTube still. Hopefully still with Aaron, and streaming and stuff. Hopefully. I don't know, depends on if we get put into computers.
You really want to collab with PewDiePie, right? What about him?
Oh yeah, God bless PewDiePie. Great, top YouTuber, best YouTuber. Subscribe to PewDiePie, stop T-Series, so-and-so. But yeah, him and, you know, all those other YouTubers who are definitely people I've always wanted to collab or just meet. But yeah, I definitely, now right now would probably be the best time to try and get something with PewDiePie. And we're definitely still trying. Trust me, we're still pushing. We're still very much pushing to get that deal. But yeah, PewDiePie's just a dream person to meet. Just like him, like Markiplier and like Jacksepticeye, like my childhood, and Captain Sparkles, who I've met a lot. We watched a movie with him once, a long time ago. He's cool. I like him. I like all of them. But I haven't really met any of the other three.
Yeah.
But Captain Sparkles was definitely another major part of my life. It's a whole thing. But yeah, PewDiePie is definitely someone I really want to meet.
How would you say you've grown as a person compared to when you were younger?
I don't know. I haven't really changed my taste in food. I still eat the same thing.
How about your personality?
Well, less try to make myself special. I just try to do my thing. I don't know. I feel like back then I always tried to make it abundantly obvious that I was different, which is, so I was edgy basically a while ago, but I got over that because I was just kind of stupid. But yeah, for the most part, I just kind of stopped being edgy. I got out of my emo phase. Dark times. Dark times.
What would you say have been the biggest challenges so far in your life?
Maybe like my first concert at the shop. Mostly just because in hindsight it was scary, but doing it was super fun. I really hope that we can perform more just like at the shop because it's somewhere like I'm used to. It's basically like my second home. But yeah, that was definitely one of my biggest like kind of scary bruh moments. But yeah, I hope I can do that more. That was really fun.
What does love mean to you?
I don't know. TBA.
Last question. What do you want to be remembered for?
Dying on Mars. I don't know.
I mean, I guess that would be cool.
That's Elon.
To be on
I can't
Mars.
take that. Elon wants to die on Mars. I don't want to take his. I don't want to take his achievements. So I don't really know. Microwaving my Pop-Tarts? I don't know. It's a lot of things. Not really, honestly. But I don't know. Microwaving Pop-Tarts, I guess. seems good enough. I want that on my tombstone.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was nice. I got a little walk.
Exercise.
My legs no longer will hurt for the rest of the day. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Bye, guys.